Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be another excellent game featuring ShoWTimE and Maru from TSL 9. These two players really have a rivalry going recently. Top right, got ourselves ShoWTimE, the German Protoss. And in the bottom left we have Maru. He is the Korean Terran, but you didn't need me to tell you that. That's for sure. If you like ShoWTimE, if you like Maru, I cast 2 epic games between them on my channel this month. And maybe at the end of September. So if you want, let me know, and I'll put a link in the description to it, or respond to you, because I read every single comment that anyone ever makes on my channel. If you don't believe me, ask somebody who's been here for a long time, and they will set you straight. Checking for proxies. Here is ShoWTimE, but no proxies. Just a barracks coming up inside the main base. Boom, 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 boom. Should be good. Should be an excellent TVP here for you today. I'm telling you. Yeah, the last TVP between these two had nukes. A lot of nukes, and it came down to the wire. I'm not going to spoil it any more than that. But if you like nukes, if you like TVP, if you like Maru, if you like ShoWTimE, then you should watch it. Okay? Okay. Boom, boom. Like this track. Ugh, not a Reaper here from Maru. Pretty hard to get a probe kill, right? With a Reaper these days, because there's a Stalker waiting for you, or an Adept. Both of which counter the Reaper, and Cybernetics Core coming up right on time here from ShoWTimE. Is this the year that ShoWTimE ascends into the ranks of elite StarCraft 2 players? He's been in the second tier for a very, very long time. Many years. Just checking for proxies. Here is this Marine. Chicka, chicka, pow, boom, boom. Alright, so everything is standard here on Data C. Stargate opening here from ShoWTimE. And are we going to do Hellions? A Hellion opening here? That is not out of the ordinary. Hellions and Adepts, both susceptible to damage, and both have a bonus to light. Yeah, so 2 Hellions, but no Reaper, and a Starport. So a 1-1-1 build here from Maru. I think we're going to open up Oracle here from ShoWTimE. We have an Oracle name. Da, 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 da. It's going to be an Oracle. Yes, it is an Oracle. Tell your kids. Yep, and there's the wall. The Adept checks and says, oh, okay. Oh. 2 Hellions and then 2 Widow Mines on the follow-up. Okay, so Widow Mine drop. So a little bit of Hellion pressure here. That Adept needs to get out of here. Outnumbered. Oh, but there's a friend. Oh, still going to die. Oh, that is the death sound for an Adept. This one's got to get out now. Oh, when's the Shade available? It's available now, but I don't think it's enough. It wants to kill one of these Hellions. Oh, good micro. Gets one of the Hellions, but both Adepts die. Not fantastic. This Oracle's name is simply Larry Ellison, who is the CEO, or was the CEO of Oracle Software Incorporated. I'm not sure if it's an Inc. or a CO or whatever, but yeah, Larry Ellison of Oracle, pretty famous person. And I've had this suggested a couple times, so we're going to use it again because it is appropriate. 1 Hellion is not much of a harassment threat for Protoss, that is for sure. And, revelating the dropship. Or the medevac here for the Oracles. 2 more Oracles on the way. And a Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 3 Widow Mines planted down. And Maru says, beans. My Widow Mine dropping plans have been revealed. How many Phoenix are there? 2 Phoenix with another one on the way. Alright, so a Viking here to counter the Phoenix and the Oracle. Ba-ba. Kabah, take that. Run away, Larry Ellison, like the coward that you are. 3rd base coming up inside Maru's natural base. We've got a Nexus here coming up at the 3rd for ShoWTimE. And yeah, man, ShoWTimE can hold his own against Maru. That's all I'm going to tell you. Woof. Yeah. So everything's good here. I mean, obviously the Widowmine drop attempt was completely shut down by ShoWTimE. So nothing too crazy. Robotics facility coming in because you do want some splash to deal with the Terran these days. Marine count getting fairly heavy. If all you have is Oracles and Phoenix and like Stalkers and stuff, you're going to have a bad time. God, killing that medevac would be super hot. Super hot. Oh, lift and kill. Oh, that's so good. Triple lift. Kill, kill. Gonna lose one of the Phoenix here, but killing all of those Widow Mines was totally worth it. And you could chase down the medevac, which is running for its life, not coming back home because, oh, it gets scouted anyway. Coming back home and definitely reveal its location, but, I mean, he's dead regardless. So there you go. Medevac down. Dude, ShoWTimE is doing so well here. He's doing super, super well. Third base coming up quite nicely. He's working on that charge. He's working on that ground armor. Maru, on the other hand, is just, man, it's going to be combat shield. It's going to be concussive shell. It's going to be +1 attack and armor for his infantry. The Phoenix are harassing all over the place here, killing a couple SCVs and then getting out. Oh, Widowmine does catch one of the Phoenix and kill it. And the Oracle goes down too. See you later, Larry Ellison. Gonna miss you there. Robotics Bay warping in. And over here on the right side of the natural base. Actually, outside of the scan radius. Actually, hold on. Oh, that is... Oh, man, Maru scan did not catch that. I mean, he's got to assume a Robotics Bay is coming in, I mean, soon. If not now. I mean, seriously, though, you got to recognize that's what's going on here, right? It's going to be Colossus. It's going to be Disruptors. It's going to be one of the two. We do not see PVTs that go longer than 10 minutes without Colossus or Disruptors. And, I mean, even longer than that. Like... I don't know. I guess if you show up with like a three racks opening, which is something we've seen Cure do quite a bit in TVPs over the last year, then maybe there's not enough time to get out some Disruptors, or, you know, maybe more than one Colossus. Really dangerous for a Protoss, but not something we've seen Maru do here today. Again, I do generally choose the longer, more macro-oriented replays to cast because they're more fun for me. And I think they're more fun for everyone. I think there is definitely a place for the shorter games as the fourth base warps in from ShoWTimE. Upgrades coming in for everybody. Thanks again to the Game Heart interface, which, man, I should know what the name of the Game Heart interface creator is, and just give them props all the time. I just don't know is the problem here. Ghost Academy coming in for Maru at 740. That's a little fast on the Ghost tech, but again, it's been pretty chill. Like I said, both players are able to macro up pretty easily here in the first 10 minutes. No one's really had a concerted major attack on anybody else. ShoWTimE did a little bit of some Phoenix harass, but that wasn't an attempt to kill Maru by any stretch. Yeah, Colossus. There's one out. There's another one on the way. 3 is the magic number, which is a song, I think from the 70s, that was at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home during the credits. 3. I don't know the tune exactly, though. It's a magic number. I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I have the soul to do the 3 is a magic number song accurately, unfortunately. But yeah, 3 Colossus, man. Nice snipe on that obs. 3 is the magic number to deal with Marines and Marauders and Widow Mines and stuff. Vikings could be a problem here, too. This is fast Ghost, yo. Really fast Ghost. So we're just going to show up with the 1, eh? 1 Colossus. Maybe the other one's joining the party. There it is. Trundling along with its long, spindly War of the Worlds legs. Going to go ahead and snipe down a Widow Mine. Cool. Free Widow Mine kill. No danger whatsoever. And the charge lots, they almost want to engage here. They do. Charge lot, Archon, Colossus. Looking good. Looking like a really good comp against this. Widowmine shots are going to be huge. If you can connect with some of those, Maru's going to be in a much better place. And if they don't connect, the charge lots get on top of these Marines and Ghosts and stuff, they're going to have a bad time. Because they're going to be dealing with the charge lots and less so the Colossus, which they really need to deal with. Oh, 3 Marine swipes there. Siege tank firing. Widowmine able to escape with 1 tank. Scary stuff, man. Does outrange the Colossus, even with the extended Thermal Lance upgrade. Yeah, bottom right base coming up here from ShoWTimE. He's taking a 5th right now. Maru, this is not happening, man. That command center. About face forward. March. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get on out. Yeah, Disruptors. We're going for speed. Speed upgrade for, I can't remember if that's observers or war prisms, but I don't know. Probably observers at this point because that's what he's got. ShoWTimE swings around to maybe attack the third base a little bit, but Maru is in position to deal with it because Maru is Maru. Oh, friendly fire would have mine hit. Catches a zealot, but also kills maybe 4 of those SCVs. This is, oh man. I don't know. I did not have ShoWTimE versus Maru turning into the best PvTs of the year on my 2020 bingo card. I really didn't. I mean, now they're saving us too because so much of PvT is like little 12-minute attacks or 7-minute attacks. It's very rare for a PvT to get over 20 minutes, and I'm looking for them constantly because I like having all matchups on the channel, right? But man, PvTs are often so short. 12 o'clock base warping in from ShoWTimE as well. Crazy. This is such good micro and macro. Oh, there's a war prism over here. Oh, so yeah, war prism speed. That's what it was. Fair enough. Doesn't have the other one, so it's not obs speed. Not that obs really needs it. Look at this zealot. He's like, I'll kill you guys. I'm down with that. Ah, ambush. Disruptor catching a widow mine there. Dude, this third base under major attack has to lift and evacuate there for sure. EMP is being caught down. Not quite enough stalkers to deal with the Vikings all that well, but guess what we're doing? We're warping in 5 more stalkers and 6 more zealots on the front here. ShoWTimE is just out macroing right now. At macroing Maru, which I think he needs to do because Maru is better, probably better technically with the micro than ShoWTimE is. So resources lost here are going to favor Maru quite a bit. Terran can be pretty cost efficient too, but especially in the hands of somebody of Maru's just fame and ability. It's 5,000 resources lost for ShoWTimE, only 3,000 for Maru here in the first 11 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. He's going to kill that siege tank that's been... Oh, he lifts and kills it. Okay. It's been such a problem here. Such chaos. But once again, ShoWTimE says, nah, I don't like it. Going to lose a disruptor as it gets tagged by the concussive shell and retreated, but 17 SCVs have died. This is nuts. It is 91 to 72 workers, and Maru has managed to land this base, or actually, yeah, land it and upgrade it to a planetary, and that's a dead orbital. No saving it, maybe saving it. The repair is good. Disruptors coming on in here too. Colossus say, if you want to stay in there and repair this orbital, we'll swipe you with our lasers, no problem. 23 SCVs have died. A total of 27 on the game. It's 96 to 66 workers. ShoWTimE 183, Maru 160. I think ShoWTimE is far ahead in this game right now. That said, if anybody can come back from this position against ShoWTimE, it's going to be Maru. Anybody on Earth. Dude, more SCVs continuing to die. Huge disruptor hit. The game hard interface keeps this up for a couple seconds. It keeps a running tally between SCV kills, and it's been so consistent that we're just continuing to see this. Is Maru able to get any damage out on the other side of the map at all? No, ShoWTimE's expanding again to the 11 o'clock position. And finally, my gosh, more SCVs dying, though. We're starting a whole new counter, boys. But there's 2 tanks back here. Tons of Marines, tons of Marauders. Army value is bigger for Maru. But he's only at 67 workers. He's on defense. He's so defensive. And I know it's simplistic to say this, but man, it seems like the player that spends most of the time on defense throughout a game is the one that loses it. Although, I don't know. ZERG's kind of ruined that whole thing because Serral obviously popularized the defend for 25 minutes and then attack and kill your opponent strategy. So for ZERG, maybe not. But for a PvT, kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Colossus, 13 kills. Colossus, 10 kills. One of their buddies has died here today. Rest in peace, Colossus' friend. ShoWTimE, I bet, kind of feels like he has to go in, because if he lets Maru feel comfortable, Maru's going to come kill him. He just wanders a disruptor into death, though. That's not great. Archon's catching EMPs to the face there for sure. Army value continuing to be bigger for Maru. And my gosh, this is really strong stuff right here. Maru decides to back it out, pick up. He thinks about going in and can't quite do it. Yeah, ShoWTimE can just keep warping in stuff over and over. He's got the income to maybe make some bad trades. Look at that income tab. Huge, massive, massive plays there. +2 vehicle weapons on the way, +3 infantry armor, +3 attack on the way for the Protoss. And once again, 2 more SCVs die. Disruptors sending out, zoning away. No Liberators in play here. Maru just really wants this base to live, and ShoWTimE really wants it dead. That's the main conflict we're seeing between these 2 players today. Obviously, Disruptor catching a siege tank, but it takes 2 shots to take a tank down, baby. And with the repair, it's another 2. Take that. ShoWTimE backing out a little bit. He's got the... Maybe another Colossus would be good with the cash you've got right now. He's spending his money really well. He's getting Shadow Stride from the DT Dark Shrine that he was building earlier. Great EMP! Sick EMP. This is just ShoWTimE expanding again and again. And an Adept wanders in to Planetary Fortressville and gets murdered, but maybe killed an SCV. I don't know, man. More Zealots running around inside the main base. Oh, ShoWTimE. Zealots are like, no, distractions. We're distractions, but look at the map. Look how much yellow is on the map. Look how much Maru is backed into this absolute tiny, teeny corner. He doesn't have any money. ShoWTimE has a bank. But still, it's Maru. I am not going to call this for ShoWTimE. I can't. But you know, I'm telling you, any other game where these are the numbers we're looking at here, I would definitely say the Protoss has got this thing won. But no, definitely not, man. That is, oh, it's 90 to 49 army supply. And suddenly, Maru's on the counterattack. He's on the rampage. He's killing Disruptors. He's killing Colossus. Oh, no. The army right now is 4 Stalkers and 8 Zealots for ShoWTimE. He's going to lose this base, which normally would be like, oh no, but you know, it's actually fine. Blink DT attack on top of the planetary. Everyone's, oh no, he doesn't blink DT on top of it at all. Okay, another Nexus is going to die. Like I said, Maru has just been coiled. Like a snake ready to strike, he takes down another one. But ShoWTimE's still way ahead in economy. These probes dying is a bit of a problem. Counterattack. Dude, this game, are you serious right now? Is this what we're doing? ShoWTimE can't engage directly with that army. He can't deal with this defensive one either. DT is trying to take that planetary down. Oh my gosh, Maru. Maru, you madman. Another Nexus down. That's like 3 Nexuses down in 60 seconds. That is a new record, possibly, for a PvT. Maru still trying to hang on to that 3rd base and this 4th base, and he's trying to get a 5th base landed, but there's Zealots sitting there, which is really annoying stuff. Disruptors coming in. We already have him. Got Disruptor Zealot here. ShoWTimE expanding to this low ground, but he's just got so many bases. If Maru can hold this one economically, he's going to be okay. But I think he needs it. And I don't know. ShoWTimE want to go. He does not. He doesn't know it. Oh, but he's flanking. A flank attack. Great positioning by Maru, so the Zealots can't get a full surround on his units here. He is eating these Zealots, but man, they've got so much armor. They're tanking so hard. That's a lot of dead army. It is 92 to 60 army supply, though, from Maru. He's macroing hard behind this. He saves the planetary, which is humongous. Maybe some Psionic Storm would be good. I don't know. Look at this. Maru's like, you have another base? How many bases do you have? This is insanity. Not wrong. You're not wrong, Maru. There's a lot of bases from ShoWTimE. He's down to 80 workers, but he's got, you know, 63 here from Maru. But I guess Maru has mules. So the income tab says still favoring ShoWTimE quite a lot, actually. You gonna let that Nexus finish and then kill it? I don't know. The Liberators are out, though. So we have to incorporate some Stalkers into the army now. We can't just make Zealots anymore. Tragically, for the Protoss, they'd love to just make Zealots here, I think. Another Nexus dead. So, like, what is that? 3 Nexuses killed. 4 Nexuses killed in this game. 3rd base under attack again. Just really wants to snipe that 3rd base. Finally killing it. Hey! ShoWTimE allows himself to celebrate there. Finally killing a base today. Losing 4 Nexuses and having no bases of Maru die in this game is incredibly annoying stuff. Oh, killing that orbital will be amazing, too. Yeah, he's got it. That's it. It's dead. Wow, okay, Disruptor shots, not really connecting there because the Disruptors died. That was very close, though. Very close. ShoWTimE has already re-expanded to this 11 o'clock position. The bottom right base is under attack, but he's got a cannon here. Just kidding, the cannon is dead. We've got to recall some of the... Oh, actually, most of the army gets recalled back to this bottom right base, which is kind of mined out anyway. But he needs minerals, is what he needs more than anything. He's oversaturated on a bunch of bases. For minerals, anyway. He's just making a lot of Zealots today. Disruptor shot! Big Disruptor shot! Ba 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 ba! Ba 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 booey. This base maybe dying is not the worst thing. It's pretty well mined out, I would say. You might just straight up evacuate, but look at the sick micro by both players. Okay. Now the probes are just evacuating. Disruptor dead. Probes dying all over the place. Maru. Maru is so good at this game. It's gonna... Okay. He might lose another orbital here, but man, these tanks are putting in the work. 6 kills, 2 kills, 7 kills. Counterattacking not really happening here. ShoWTimE has retaken one of the bases, the 11 o'clock that was killed earlier, and he's retaking this one down. I think the bases are just maybe... He knows he needs it, is what's going on here. This has been such an incredible non-stop battle. These guys, I'm telling you, these two have PvT down to an art form right here. I think ShoWTimE mostly has gotten better by trying to deal with Clem, who's an absolute monster. And yeah, if you can handle Clem, you can hang with Maru, and you can beat him sometimes. I think that's what this comes down to. Is Clem quite in that top elite level himself? No. Maybe? Is definitely the best Terran in the EU region. I don't know, man. Is he going to successfully defend a base today? ShoWTimE hasn't really done that, has he? Dude, there's only like a couple tanks here. I would make it attacking. I really would. That's so much Terran. Oh, the Colossus are trying to do their best, but there's so many Marauders in the mix, too. He's got to bring the back. He's got to bring it back. He could have gotten some work done here at the 3rd again, which is his favorite thing to do. But that's another Nexus down, baby. That is going to be 6. 6. Maru coming back. Every Terran fan just like on their feet cheering right now. Maru, Maru, Maru. ShoWTimE expanding again. ShoWTimE is trying to Zerg this thing. He's trying to be like, I need more money than Maru, obviously. And he, yeah, it's 48,000 resources lost as these tanks do go down. And I think that orbital's going to survive, but more SCVs are going to die for sure. 7 of them are down there, too. This is a big deal. This is all of a sudden a big deal. Colossus getting some free hits, but Vikings getting free hits at the same time as well. ShoWTimE standing and fighting for the first time in a while here. Yeah, but there's too many tanks back there, so they just pull back. They're going to warp in some friends. This 3rd base does not happen. It is a full 68 SCVs, which have died here today. Maru takes the low ground. Rich Vespine Geyser base for himself, but ShoWTimE's got the one on the other side. He's warping in bases top left now as well. Maru is doing a Terran thing, right? He's just getting really nice cost-efficient trades. 52,000 to 34,000 is such a big discrepancy. ShoWTimE should be dead, but you know what ShoWTimE says? He says, I've got enough bases and enough income. I can afford to make some bad trades here and be just fine. ShoWTimE sending his army into Maru's natural. Are you kidding me? I don't know if this is the greatest idea he's ever had or the worst idea he's ever had. He can't hold this, right? No, he's going to lose everything here, and his production tab is empty with... Okay, this was maybe not the best idea he's ever had at all, but... oh, look at him war prisming the Colossus out of here. Then he recalls some units out. He holds this, though, for future harassment options. Dude, I don't know how ShoWTimE doesn't have any money. He's got 85 workers on a butt ton of bases that he is saturating, mind you. Maru taking the bottom right base, but it's already basically mined out, which is a problem. Maru says, okay, where do I go? Killing, I think left side is your best option here, Maru. I would maybe just start killing more bases again on this left side. It's whack-a-mole. I have StarCraft nightmares like this, where I'm playing usually a Terran, and I kill one of his bases, and then I go scout, and I discover that, oh, actually, well, that was well defended by Maru. Sick. War Prism dead. Oh, he's got 2 more bases over here now. So I kill those, and then there's like 3 more bases on the other side of the map. And I'm like, no, they can't keep getting away with it. And that's what ShoWTimE's doing today. Maru's like, how many bases do I have to kill to win this game? It's 10 in a TVZ. We got 6 now. Basically, ShoWTimE is zerging this thing. One of the more zergy Protoss performances I've ever seen in my entire life. I honestly can't believe how many bases he's taken and how much income he's had. This is it. I mean, that's insanely good. But Maru's just taken the whole southern half of the map, and that is not good. That is not good for our friend Maru. Not at all. He's going to try to sneak it in here again. But tanks are positioned to cover this ramp. Geniusly, of course. Yeah, once you've been spotted, ShoWTimE, maybe back out. Maybe back out on that one. His DT, I was going to say his DT attacks haven't been great, but he's warping in some more. He's maybe going to try to DT bust down this planetary. Seems doable. Seems entirely doable, I would say. Once again, Maru's gonna kill another Nexus here. I don't think there's enough to save it. Yeah, there's not. There's too many tanks is the problem right now. So the probes are like, well, we can saturate this space a lot, I guess. Oh, DT blink bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. No, he got it. He got the planetary. It was so close, though. That was so close. But Nexuses keep falling by the dozens here. 26 more SCVs have died. Another Nexus is going to go down. That is the 8th of this game. How many times have we seen a Protoss lose 8 Nexuses in a TVP and win it? I don't feel like that number is high. But ShoWTimE just has more stuff. He's got more economy through the roof. But mules, man. Mules are good units. This one get killed too? Wait. What? How did this one? Oh, he just wandered in and killed it with traditional army while the DTs were busy blasting that one. Okay, great. So ShoWTimE kills 2 planetaries. That's where all the SCVs died. A lot of them here, a lot of them here. Okay, this is insane. In exchange for 1 Nexus, I think ShoWTimE can afford that. Dude, Maru's getting mined out real bad. Those 2 are his newest sources of income. Are you kidding me? EMP, good unit. Maru ghosts are better than average ghosts. Are we going to mine out Data C? I can't honestly think of a time I've ever seen that. It's a new map. I haven't cast a ton of games on it, so derp. But this would be the first time we see Data C entirely mined out, I think. I'm not sure we'll get there, but it's definitely on the board right now. Nice disruptor hits. Whoa! Sickest disruptor hits. Tanks all gone, but the Marines and Marauders are like, we are good enough. We're good enough. We're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like us, is what they say. Good EMP again on the flanking Zealots. This base down in the bottom right. DT handling that. I mean, it's only a missile turret. Disruptors holding the top of this ramp a little bit. 143 to 123 supply at 26 minutes is what this game is. This is not so. This is so good. So another base down, another base down. These are canceled though, right? These aren't killed. That's 10. I'm going to give him 10. He's got 10 Nexus kills today. These Nexus kills. These DTs are getting schmucked. Siege tank good unit. They have upgrades. The tanks, yeah, they got +3 attack. They're awesome. Yeah. Hua. Swoosh. Yeah. Yeah, Maru's armor are over on the right side. ShoWTimE sharking around the left side here. I can't. This is such a bloodbath. It's 73,000 resources lost for ShoWTimE. In only 27 minutes. That is one of the highest resource loss numbers I've ever seen in a 27 minutes worth of StarCraft. It is. All right, blink in. Good. Sniping orbitals is really good. Because Maru's only got 28 SCVs and is relying heavily on mules for anything he can get from those. Dude, blinking in and killing that orbital would have been sick, but he's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die in there. ShoWTimE is just relentless. Every time a Nexus dies, he replaces it. He does. Okay, Maru's got this Rich Fistbean Geyser base up, which is really important for him for mineral income right now. He just doesn't have it. ShoWTimE's is double his. The gas income is like triple Maru's as well. Thanks again to the Game Hard interface for this. This is... I don't know. ShoWTimE's up 190 to 138. As Todd would say, look at the supply. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong in this case. It's Hugh, but it's Maru. But it's Le Maru. He is insanely terrifying. He's a multiple-time GSL winner. Just counting him out in a game, even when it doesn't look good for him, is hard to do. It's so difficult. And not smart. Not a smart thing to do. Widowmine connects. Kills an adept. Kills a probe. Okay. Single Widowmine drop. I had someone do that to me today in a 3v3 that I played. They proxied a factory and a starport on the low ground outside of my main on one of those 3v3 maps. And he had a Widowmine in my mineral line at 4 minutes. I was like, dang, that is really fast on the drop, man. I was impressed. EMPs are so good. EMP's Widow Mine connection there too. That's a dead orbital. No question about it. No repairing it. Not with the Colossus here. Bam! Another Colossus or another orbital down. That is a total of 4 orbitals and 2 planetaries down. Orbital count is only the 1 in the main base? 3. It's 3 orbitals right now. And again, every time Maru wants to kill a base, he's pretty much able to do it. But ShoWTimE is la cucarachaing this so hard. He's just cockroaching it. Every time a base dies, he just puts up another one. Maru's got to be like, how is this happening? Storm! Beautiful storm. Good split there, too. That's a good storm as well. Medevacs have to heal that way. Disruptor shots coming in against these tanks. You gotta go into tank range to do it. Massive. Tanks are all dead. Army value is 85 to 42 for Maru, though. He just has so much stuff. He doesn't have the economy, but he's got the army, and that's another dead Nexus. It is a Nex-apocalypse in this game. Hit this like button. Hit the subscribe if you're enjoying this one. This is so good. You can also support me directly by hitting the thanks button down below for a one-time donation or joining the channel as another Nexus falls by clicking the join button. That's more of a monthly obligation if you're interested in that too. Holy smokes. If you join patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for as little as $1 a month, that gives you access to really awesome replay that I put out there a month ahead before it shows up on the YouTube channel once a week. So that's great stuff. Additionally, paypal.com, falconpaladin@gmail.com is the address there. But oh my, okay. All right, Colossus dead, handful of stalkers remaining. I think Maru's going to win this now. I don't know, man. ShoWTimE's got 70 probes, but what is that doing for him? He's got this base. This base is mining. That's it. Okay, this one is mining too. But for how long? This is epic tagged. It just is. The number of bases that have died, the number of scrap that we've seen. The amount, I guess, of scrap that we've seen. Disruptor shot, flanking out, catches a Marauder, but then both of the Disruptors die. Storm's coming in here too. Snipes a High Templar. This base is gonna die again. It's just... I don't know. Ah! There's a cancel. There's a cancel. There's another dead base. This is just the deadest. The ultimate dead basest game. Not ever, but maybe PvT. 11 Nexuses have been killed. At least 3 have been killed while under construction. 2 planetaries and 5 orbitals have died. It is back and forth, up and down, death and no death. Today, Disruptor Stalker, the play of the game here. Shield upgrades from ShoWTimE would be maybe useful at this stage of the game. I don't know. Disruptors can't quite reach that siege tank. That is a problem for them, trying to kill those tanks. You have to get in harm's range. 78 to 86 army supply. ShoWTimE has managed to do some good stuff here, but the EMPs and the Marauders are just so good against these Stalkers. So good against these. Oh, tank down, tank down. Okay, huge. Killing the tanks, getting the tank count down to 3 is big. Maru's back on his 3rd base. That's how desperate he is for bases right now. There is not much happening here, but you know, 3rd base is where it's at. 3rd base is key. ShoWTimE's re-expanding left side, re-expanding to the rich orbital, rich Vespene gas base here, which he has mined out. Impressively enough. Disruptor shots, big ones! Yo, Marauder down, Marine down, Disruptor shots on a tank! That Disruptor is dead! Oh, 2 tanks died! 2 tanks died. We still have 3 tanks, because that's all he's making right now is tanks. Maru is really incorporating them siege tanks into this battle. Into this PvT. Disruptor shot. Okay. Storming it up. Army value 88 to 65 now. ShoWTimE's done a great job. Somehow, for the first time in a while. Oh, feedback. Great feedback on that Ghost. Having a bigger army than Maru. Maru's bottom right is happening, but there's only 2 mineral patches here. Not much happening there. DT's making sure re-expanding to that rich Vespene geyser base on the right side is not happening either. High Templar snipe, but his friend gets a storm off and avenges his death there, I think. I don't know, man. Maru's down to building a tank, a ghost, and a marine at a time. He does not have the cash. He does not have the income. Good pickup. Ooh, is that a dead marine anyway? I thought that was a pickup. I don't know, man. The disruptor is so good here, though. What is killing SCVs and where? Oh, trying to long-distance mine over here and paying for it. Oh my gosh, has ShoWTimE done it? ShoWTimE, he did it. He wiped out the tank count. That's your GG. That's it. ShoWTimE gets the win in 34 minutes and 32 seconds. Hit that like button. Do it. Do it now. That game is worth a like, okay? Okay. Dude, he zerged it. He zerged it so hard. A resources lost count of 95,000 for you and 63,000 for the enemy, and you win, is zerging. It is zerging it so hard. And I think it was just, that was it. It was the income. He refused to let bases stay dead. He replaced them over and over again. He lost 78 probes and 11 nexuses today. Maru lost 131 SCVs, which is a major problem, as well as 5 orbitals and two planetary. So, like, ShoWTimE was doing his work, too, on that end. Let's not say that Maru just got to sit around and do nothing, but... Wow, 32 disruptors died. That's a ton of disruptors, man. 30 ghosts went down, too. That's a big number of ghosts. The EMPs were sick all day or all night, whenever you're watching this. ShoWTimE, just stick-to-itiveness, perseverance. Yeah, he lost a ton of bases. He replanted them all the time. All the time. And he was harassing consistently. This third base got killed, what, 4 times? Man. ShoWTimE's a beast. He's a monster of PvT. An absolute monster. It's Stalker's the base. Disruptors are the splash damage. High Templar in the mix there too. Charge lots are tanks, and they deal some damage as well. These guys in here getting some work done. And Maru was just never comfortable. Yeah, he moved out. He did. He killed some bases here, 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 here. He killed this one. He killed this one. I mean, he killed this one. But he just couldn't keep up with the income difference. The income difference was this almost the entire game. ShoWTimE had a massive advantage. He always had a bigger worker count, and he always had more bases, and he needed it. He had 500 minerals at the end of this game. 500. He wasn't sitting on a fat bank with all this income. He was losing stuff. He was losing stuff, but he was losing it at a rate that he could afford to lose it because he had more bases. ShoWTimE is an honorary ZERG player. I don't know. I really don't know what else to tell you about him. He's so good. So good. Okay, it's good. That's all I gotta say. ShoWTimE, as he reached the ranks of eliteness, he's got to win some ESLs, I think, to do that. But he's beat Maru twice on the channel in the last, like, 3 weeks. So that is not something anybody's really great at doing. Woof. All right, cool. So that is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, A Legacy of the Void. Just an absolutely insane PvT from ShoWTimE. I don't even know what else to tell you about it. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.